boat.
Hi, I'm Goodchild, the owner of Brisbane Yamaha, and today we've got a Quintrex Renegade 490. We've done lots of Renegades, and why? Because they're the most popular in the range. And the 490 is a serious offshore weapon. Let's have a look at a couple of the things on it. Now, all the Quintrex Renegades come on an aluminium trailer. That's unbelievable. Not only do they look fantastic, they're lighter, they're stronger, they save on maintenance. You know, you pay thousands extra with another brand, but these are made in-house at Quintrex. You know, great straps, standard, quality winches, everything with Quintrex is standard and quality. Now, have a look at this Renegade, you know, and I keep on telling you, it's all about the ride. It's all about the quality in the build. And the blade hull, nothing like it. Nothing rides like a Quintrex because nothing's made like a Quintrex. You know, I keep saying to you, they look like a fiberglass boat. So either every fiberglass manufacturer's wrong or Quintrex is right. And that's why Quintrex ride the best. And in a minute, I'll show you how they work. But let's have a look. This one's painted. You don't have to get them painted. We've got a bow mount at the front. We've got the polymolder anchor well, side gunnels, nav lights, all standard on it. Underfloor fuel tank, 77 litres. Fantastic. And mixed with a Yamaha, go for miles. You know, a lot of people think these are plate. They're 3mm. But Quintrex use a special aluminium. And to make that blade hull, it's stretch formed. And what happens is, when that aluminium's stretched, it tempers. And it's actually stronger than 5083. In the last 8 years, we've been with Quintrex, we have not seen a single crack. Some of the old ones, but no boat cracks anymore, and it's because of the welding process. But these things don't dint, they are solid, right? Don't get sucked in by some of the inferior brands using cheap Chinese aluminium and saying, oh, you've got to have this. Well, you don't. What you've got to have is a Quintrex. Now, let's jump inside. Right. The 490 side console Renegade, stock standard. This is painted, so yes, you can save about $1,000 by getting it unpainted. It's just a tad over 30 grand. Now let's have a look at some of the things standard. The Quintrex famous console, strong, sturdy, ergonomic. You know, easy to steer, put your phone. This one's got the touch-up paint that comes standard, as well with every Quintrex, you know. Drink holders on the side, switch panels, they all come with auto bilges, nav lights, switch panels, white light. Now at the front, I mentioned I've got a bow mount on this. Because it's a painted boat, I like to put bow mounts on them all. And we've got the extra spigot at the front. You know, plenty of storage. There's a battery in there in case you put a Minn Kota on it. You know, the spigot comes in here. They're all lined in here. Plenty of storage, safety gear, fishing boxes. You know, the rest is with your underfloor flotation. We've got 4 seat positions, easy to pull one out. You can cut them down, you can raise them. You know, talking about that seat position, you know, I'm 6'4" and it's very comfortable sitting here. If it gets rough, I can hold onto the console. If it's a bit rougher, I can stand up. That's the thing about Quintrex. They're true and tested in the R&D department. And then when you put it with a Yamaha, this little baby's got a 70. The 70 Yamaha has set records everywhere because it's quiet. It's the lightest in the market, powerful. You know, we put it on a lot of boats. It is just a miracle of a motor, light, powerful, fuel economy. It's perfect. Couple of land gauges, which means I've got power trim and tilt. I can tell what the fuel is it's using, which is nothing. These things are measly. A 77 litre tank and an F70, you've got a weekend of fun just going around. And that's just not trawling. Gosh, Tangalooma back again. We'll do this in a minute. Now let's look at the back. In here, isolation switch, battery. We only use high quality battery, self-bilge pump, and the other one's for the live bait tank, the other pump you can see in there. All separate, not put away with the fuel and all other things. Now this is for tackle storage. Tackle storage, you put your tackle box in there, store, you put your lunch, live bait tank. Now, the biggest flathead I ever caught was on the biggest whiting I've ever caught. There's a little thing, whether you think you're gonna do live bait or not, you will. You can also have an option and get a kill tank put up the top where that storage is, which if you're a bass man, freshwater, absolute fantastic option. And in here, plenty of storage for more tackle gear. Don't forget, Quintrex is the only company that has a full brochure. Now, if you go to page 36, you'll see the Renegade 490. Now, Dan will put up a sheet, freeze frame it on your computer, and you see the full specs of the Renegade. Compare it to the competitors and save. F70, geez, I love them. And let's go and see how this baby rides. Hi, so here we are in a Quintrex Renegade 490 side console. And look at the room, what a beauty. Make no mistake, this is a serious offshore weapon. You can do anything with it. I was just at the ramp and talking to a guy who bought a boat off us at 450. He looked at this thing and said, geez, I wish I had that. Now, let's go and see how this beauty goes. Because 490, and what we've got is Yamaha's famous F70. So we take off. Just take straight off. 4 seconds, I'm on the plane, it's riding flat, and I'm having to slow up. Now this thing's a beast, I can already tell. A lot of people on a 490, and you're gonna get your mates and they go, oh, 490, you need bigger than a 70. Oh, we need to do this. Well, what a load of garbage. Geez, I wonder if the drone can pick those jellyfish up. It's like jellyfish soup. I hate jellyfish. Hate them, can't stand them, don't like them touching me. But anyway, so I better get out of here. So what I'll do, I've got the F70, and I'm going flat out, I'll trim it out. Right, I'm trimming out the tacos at 61, 62, 63. I'm doing 34 mile an hour, right? And I'm skimming over it. The drone's going like a beauty. You can hardly hear the Yamaha. And for all your mates who reckon, oh, you need more than a 70, well, they've never been in one of these beauties, have they? And why would you? I've got Dan's hanging on. I've trimmed it out. Where am I on the trim? I'm up, trimmed up. I'm doing 63. This is where the Brisbane Yamaha team, absolutely perfect. We've lost the drone. We've lost the drone. He's catching up. We've got a bit of wind. Have a look. The wind's blowing in the hair. It's probably blowing 20. All right. Gusting, 25. Oh, it's probably down at times to 10. Gusting to 25. The drone got us in. Now, so here we are. I'm trimmed down, right? Now I'll turn this GoPro round. Dan hates it when I touch his stuff. So I'm gonna touch it. Hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, you won't see the footage. Now, watch. So you might go, oh, you can't have the 70. Well, we're up. How many seconds was that? I'm backing it back and I'm trimming it up. We're sitting flush. Now watch that, and I'll move so that drone can see it. Have a look, smooth. I'll give it a little bit more because I like driving fast in the drone. And as you know, I do a bit of circle work so you can see it. Look at it, 490 with a 70, smashing it out. 26, I'm doing 51 revs, I'm doing 26 mile an hour. You do the maths, right? I can have a look at that on the trip. What am I using? I wish I had new eyes. Next to no fuel, can't see it, eyes are too bad. But look, these things are miserly. Doing fuel economy on an F70 is like wondering why your Hyundai uses no fuel. There's a crab pot, look at it, just smooth. This thing's unreal. This is a great boat. Now, it's got the side pockets, heaps of storage. Look at that pumping over. Whoa, boom, boom, straight over the top. You know, Dan hates it when I do that. Hard to keep the footage. Okay, now I'm on the following C here. So just get out of the suck, take it easy, now we're on. Okay, we've done that. We're at 4.5. We're using 4 litres an hour, you know. So what we've done is we've gone to Tangalooma and we've used about 3 litres. Now, and then 3 litres back. So for less than $10, you can have a family trip with an F70. Yeah, you can put an F70 on a lot of boats. We put them on heaps. 450s to 510s sometimes, you know. Make no mistake, these things are gutsy motors. And don't think that just because they're lightweight, just because everyone's got one, you don't want one, or just because every other brand's got some reason why you shouldn't buy Yamaha. What a load of garbage. They are the best. And everyone would be a Yamaha dealer, but they can't. Either because they can't afford it or they can't qualify for it, or both. You know, if you think about it, only the big dealers are Yamaha. It's not because the little dealers don't want it. Now, and there's more Yamaha Quintrex dealers than anything else. Have a look at this thing getting along. This is magnificent. Now that drone's there. Now let's say I just stopped. Have a look here. See, I could be up. I could be up casting, throwing those a prawn net. I've got plenty of storage, grab me lunch out, have a ham and pickle sandwich. Just beautiful. I could have my Minn Kota. This thing's got heaps of room. I could come out the back. I've got my rods out. Anything's possible. Make no mistake, you only need a 420 for whatever we've done today. This 490's a big boat. Now let's have a look, because I love them. Let's do a little bit of circle work, just so you can see this hull. Just gets up. Oh, hang on, because she's biting in that chop. And keep it in mind, so we're doing circle work, right? And I haven't got a single splash on me. How does that work? How does that drone stay with us? A lot of things confuse me. You probably gathered that. But one thing I know, if you want to buy a boat, you buy a Quintrex. Because like we say, life's too short not to own a Quintrex. And when you put a Yamaha on it, it's just the best. Put yourself in the picture and call the team at Brisbane Yamaha. 3888 1727, and you can drive like a maniac in one of these things. Absolute perfection. Look at it. Let's see if that little boat will keep up with us this time going back. How good does that look? Hi, I'm Goodchild, the owner of Brisbane Yamaha. And you would have seen Brisbane Yamaha from the highway as you drive past. But there's a whole lot more that happens here behind the gates. Over the next couple of minutes, I'm going to run you through Brisbane Yamaha to have a look at our huge range of Quintrex boats on display. Baseboards, the most popular fiberglass boat in Queensland. We have a massive range of used boats, used outboards, and obviously we're famous for being the largest Yamaha dealer in Australia. We've also got a massive chandlery with a full display of Yamaha accessories. We have in-house finance, a dedicated sales team who will find the right boat for you. We'll then run through into the workshop. We have state-of-the-art workshop with 8 mechanics. We have our in-house trim shop. Anything you need to do with a boat, Brisbane Yamaha does it in-house. As you walk into the yard, you'll notice a huge ocean of boats. We have the full range of Quintrex. Quintrex is the largest selling aluminium boat in Australia. Quintrex are known for their quality. They're known as being the finest aluminium boat built in Australia. And Brisbane Yamaha is very proud to sell them. We're Australia's largest selling dealer. We have the full range on display. Whether you're a caravanner looking for a car topper, a first-time boatie looking for a tinny, a family looking for a runabout, a bow rider, maybe you're a fisherman and want a top ender, or the ever-popular Triton range of half cabins. We have them on display, ready for you to have a look at. If you're looking for a fiberglass boat, Brisbane Yamaha is the sole distributor for Queensland for Baysport boats. Baysport is the biggest selling fiberglass boat brand in Queensland. For a reason. Fantastic ride, built in Queensland in Noosa for Queensland conditions, and incredible value. Brisbane Yamaha has the full range on display, from the 5-metre runabout to the 6.4 offshore weapon. Within the Baysport range, there is a boat to suit your family and your budget. From whether this 585 weekender that comes fully equipped to sleep overnight, go and spend the weekend at Tangalooma. Fantastic time with your family. Brisbane Yamaha has the full range on display. If you're looking for a fiberglass boat, do yourself a favour and come and have a look at the range.